Yeah, so it's just a mud pile out there, right?
Especially by the berm.
You're very proud of this berm.
I've never been more proud of. I've never been more proud of a pile of dirt. This was, this was like a plan for a long time, and Dave was just like, "All right, do it." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, fuck, whatever, fucking do it."
So
I'm
there's
like,
some backstory to that, though. There's some backstory to that. Yeah. So the refs are always like, "Oh, we want to do this, we want to do that." Cool, do it. Like,
yeah,
like, and there's all these things that's like this magical stuff, and it never comes to fruition because I don't want to say this, but it's like they're all looking at me to like, oh, spend the money.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, man, I've been down this road before. I was like, Anthony, if you want to build a berm for a shooting range, go ahead. I'm not going to help you. Nobody else is going to help you, and we're all going to shoot there. So I was like, look, I made a deal with him. I was like, look, you get the tires to where they need to be. I'll rent the machine. We'll spend a couple of days and we'll do it.
Okay.
so when you drive into the parking lot at the very bottom, there's all those tires.
Yeah.
At like that lower portion. So I took them from there all the way over to African Village. I didn't do it alone. Little Dave helped me with his truck. Ronnie helped me with his truck.
Oh my God.
Ryan helped.
Yeah.
Johnny helped too. Johnny I wasn't expecting Johnny.
Yeah, right on.
Johnny showed up, man. And we moved tires.
Yeah, they moved a biblical amount of tires.
Yeah, because there was
large tires.
Yeah, there was a lot down there.
It was actually like far more than I expected. It actually surprised me because, I basically laid it out for him. I was like, nobody's going to help you. You got to do this on your own.
Yeah,
because that's how you have to do things. Right?
Yeah.
And he fucking did it, man. He fucking did it.
So now we have this fucking pile of dirt. And then actually the worst part wasn't moving the tires. Once you get a truck involved, you're just making trips. But it was, he got the fucking excavator.
Yep.
And it was stacking the tires and him dropping dirt with huge fucking boulders in it, and me trying to pack the tires with like this fucking broken shovel in my foot. And then the last day we were doing it was raining. So I'm like sunk into there. I take my feet out of the mud. My feet are like 5 pounds each.
Yeah.
Oh man. It was like even the week before it had rained. Like again, we've had like a crazy wet season, right? So this 40,000, probably 60,000 pound machine, right? Because when I did the rental, I'm thinking backhoe and in a bucket.
Yeah.
And then when they dropped it off, I was like, oh, that's like a real machine.
Okay.
The best part about renting a machine too, like that big, is they drop it off and they're like, all right, buddy. Yeah. There you go.
They ask for nothing. They ask,
zero.
No
CDL.
No CDL, no certificates, no nothing. It's like, here's the keys and go.
Did you pay the money? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm familiar with backhoes and whatnot, so I was able to obviously figure it out. Plus, I'm not slow. I was going to say the R word, but...
First 10 minutes.
Yeah, right. But even the first day we did it, everything was just like, as soon as this 40,000 pound machine rolls over anything.
Oh yeah.
It's soup.
Yeah.
It's soup. It's freaking soup. So I want to say the second day, it only took us 2 days, right?
It was I think it was just 2 days of packing dirt. So maybe 3, but
the second day, Anthony's like, oh man, it's raining and fucking all this stuff. And I was like, Anthony, are you going to look back on this day and think, oh, the water from the sky, the non-acidic water from the sky is the thing that stopped us?
Was this the day after Domino's or the day of Domino's?
Oh, I can't remember.
So apparently if I eat Domino's, I die.
Oh, no.
What?
Amazing physical specimen. Oh, he can draw from his concealed carry in less than a second. Oh man, he takes his shirt off. He looks like a goddamn Abercrombie and Fitch model. But you feed this bitch a fucking Domino's pizza and he's out for the count.
You messed with his diet.
I'm sorry, are you like gluten free or something like that?
No,
You hate cheese?
Domino's is just so fucking bad for you. Domino's, dude, I felt the way Joey Diaz sounds when he talks. After I was just like, I took the fucking rat in his pocket. Like that's how I felt.
I was just like, oh man, and like Anthony's preparing for all this shit, right? But you throw a Domino's pizza at him and you immediately win. So I basically like bully guilted like him into working that day, and it turned out to be great, man. We got it done, and it's dope, man. I mean, he should be proud of the pile of dirt that we made because it was actually pretty good.
Cool.
I used it today, actually. I used it today.
You're really living Jack Sparrow's dream of running around, not with the jar of dirt, but now you
have a pile of dirt.
Yes.
Well, like New York sucks, right? When it comes to guns.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is a place I can actually like shoot.
Yeah.
Have my kit on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go to an indoor range and it's like, you got to load 1 round at a time in your AR. And then,
well, that's like that range that we talked about in Westchester. So there's a New York State run range about 45 minutes south of the field.
Yeah.
They have 500-yard long gun, 100-yard for pistols, skeet shooting, 3D archery course. All of this sounds great. Oh, yeah. And it's also like $14 an hour to shoot there. But for the long gun range, if you bring an AR and you load more than 1 round, they yell at you. If you shoot too fast, they yell at you. If you try and do a quick change, like kind of reload, like just a 1R1, they'll yell at you. Every person that works there is like older than dirt.
So like,
it's a FUD range.
Oh, it's a FUD.
If you bring a shot
yeah.
timer, do they just cringe and
Not
scream?
allowed. Yeah, it's bad.
Okay.
like, I want to bump fire my AK.
Like, I'll bring my bow and my Remington 700 down there, but anything else I won't bring anywhere near that.
Damn.
You know what's crazy is that like any New York State range that's just like welcomes that shit. Like, if you're firing too slow, we kick you off. You know?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, they would do so well.
Yeah, there is
so
one.
well.
It's Sheepdog. It's up. It's the old.
Of course,
Catskill
it's
game
called
farm.
sheepdog.
Yeah, it's called Sheepdog. There's another word with it, but they're the old Catskill game farm about an hour.
Oh
north
shit,
of the
that's
field.
not too far.
Yeah, but it's also they have out to 1,000-yard long gun range, but it's also like
that's pretty good.
$70 an hour to shoot there.
So you shoot though.
It's the exact.
Yeah,
You've told me that you're out going on a trip.
Yeah, we both shoot.
So like,
crazy.
where do you guys
I'm
go?
good.
So
Is it private property?
no, I'm in a moderately free state called Pennsylvania.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
30 round mags,
So
suppressors.
like
Standard capacity magazines.
I
Those.
pay $100 a year to go to a private range. It's like everybody goes to 1,000-yard range,
God damn.
bays that you can do drills in. Nobody cares. There's no range safety officers. You just go and pay the $100 every year, and it's a maintenance fee basically. And you just go and do what you want.
God bless.
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like when you guys are talking about this, I'm like, my wife's family is from California, so trying to go and shoot while we were visiting her family out there because stress relievers needed.
Sure.
And it's hilarious trying to go to even a pistol range. It's like, oh yeah, we have SIG M17s here. And we're like, oh,
Okay.
do you?
Did the frames crack yet?
we have SIGs here. I'm like, what's special about that? And they're like,
It's got 10 rounds.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, it's like it has 10 rounds and it's off roster. We have one. And I'm like, well, how much is it to rent? And they're like, $250.
Oh God.
You're a crazy person. Okay.
It's like, I'm like, okay, I'm just
owner?
gonna fly home and pay less to fly
And
home.
that doesn't include the ammo, right?
It did not include
Yeah.
the ammo. It did not include the ammo.
Oh no.
Did you have to wait 3 days to get the ammo to shoot?
That's the next. The only time I ever regretted not paying like extra money to shoot something, we went to we did like a Zulu vacation to Tennessee, and we went to the same. It's called Bud's Gun Store. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's the same gun store that Hickok 45 buys his guns from, and they have an indoor range there. And of course, for all the out-of-staters, right, you can go in there and rent stuff. They had a full auto MP5.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. And I am so sad that I didn't pay the money to shoot that. Sean and his girlfriend did, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, that would, yeah.
I rented like an SBR because my son wanted to shoot, and then looking back on that, the SBR was like the worst choice.
Yeah.
I have a picture of him shooting it, which was fine. He could control it. First off, the handguard was so fucking hot, you needed a welder's glove to fucking shoot it. Second off, I have a picture of him shooting it, and the muzzle blast was as big as the bay that we were in. Dude, it was like, it's like a flashbang in your face. It was like, cool. That's the most impractical shit ever. If you don't have a suppressor, like SBRs are stupid, in my opinion. Also, I'm not an operator. So
Don't kink shame my 7-inch operator.
hey, man, I'm just happy you can own it, to be honest.
That
You should be able to.
It's kind of funny with how things are because we're literally right next to you guys. Like you guys are in New York. Like we're right next to you guys. And I crossed the border in New York and I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Felony.
felon.
You just
I am
kind
a
of
felon.
get clammy and sweaty like that one
Yeah.
gif of the guy driving
Yeah.
the airplane. You're like, As a state trooper, please don't fucking do it.
Yeah, right.
Please don't.
I want to get a.
That's how I feel when I go across a PA border and buy fireworks and then drive back.
Yes, exactly.
I used to live in Illinois, so that's what we had to do because fireworks are apparently big bad in Illinois.
Really?
We have to go to it's Illinois has turned into California 2.0 right now as of this year.
It actually might be worse.
There's like 40 people
actually-
that live in Illinois.
Yeah, I was now 39 because I live in Pennsylvania now.
All right, makes sense.
But we would have to go over to Indiana or Wisconsin, primarily Indiana, to buy fireworks. And the best part is that exit 1, Crazy Kaplan fireworks. You're like, that's where we go every year. But then coming back,
State trooper.
yes, we got pulled
You
over.
boys buying fireworks over there?
Well, when you're running a 2001 Chevy Suburban with tinted windows and a state trooper pulls you over, just looks in the back and just sees your brother crammed in between 2 giant cases of fireworks and goes, "Be safe getting home." Thank you, officer.
I swear
will.
it's drugs. I swear it's drugs. It's heroin. I swear.
Yeah, anything but these massively loud firecrackers, please,
Yeah,
for the love of God.
I lived in Indiana for a short time, and it was the most amazing place. But I just was too young to understand how amazing it was. Right, like our nearest neighbor was a mile away.
Oh, beautiful.
I lived in Winamac, Indiana. Right. Okay. If I just stayed there, my graduating class was like 12.
Oh my God.
Yeah.